All right, jumping into the final round of the tournament here for Wither Pass 3 and Return Sphere, going against the Albed Sykes. So definitely going to be an intense matchup. I believe right now we're actually tied for top scorer with, I want to say Larbite and Basik Ronso. I mean, I know it's Basik Ronso for us, but I think it's Larbite for the other player. And right now our main goal, of course, is experience gain and, of course, you know, being top scorer. Because Return Sphere is definitely a prize that we care about. Get some water as I probably start with the ball. Alright, cool. So we're actually going to pass back to Ronso. And generally what we're doing here is starting with some experience gain. I mean, it's a constant thing, but it definitely helps us in the long term. Like, if we didn't do this at the start of the game, I would argue that Nuvi and Ronso would probably be in like the 40s for experience gain, or for levels. I mean, like, it's just crucial in terms of like getting to level 99 to continuously pass with our players and just get them as close to level 99 as we can through passing. I mean, it's the best way to do it, just because you don't lose control of the ball. But yeah, so we're actually going to pass above Velucha. We're going to pass to Basik Ronso. What I'm hoping for here is that Nuvi Ronso becomes open, and then we can pass to him, and then, you know, we can kind of continue the experience gain we're striving for. So it looks like it's going pretty well right now. I am going to switch it up a little bit. I'm probably going to try to get a goal in the first half. It kind of just makes sense, but it also does depend on what we're looking at in the first half. Like, come around like the 3-minute mark, if we're kind of in a situation where it's like, oh crap, like we are not set up to get a goal, or if we're kind of like, you know, it's probably possible. It really just depends on the situation. Nap tackle by rope could be catastrophic. Looks like it is not, because we do survive the tackle and are able to pass it off to Ronso. The funny thing is, this actually puts our guy Ronso in a pretty good position to make a goal, but of course, like, we do not want him scoring, just because he is not the top scorer right now. We would have to make 4 goals with him this game to even care about it, or we'd have to make 3 goals and just hope that by chance Larbite doesn't make another goal, which is fairly unlikely. Looks like Basik Ronso is poisoned though. We lose the ball to Doram. She is going to rush forward and get encountered by everyone who matters. Is not going to have a good time getting past Ronso for sure. And what we can do here is we can push up the side with Ronso. Basically all we're trying to do is push up with Ronso, which will then cause the AI to push Basik Ronso up towards the goal as well. The reason we push with Ronso, of course, is because the endurance of 59 is pretty good, and 57 pass is also really good. Ronso is literally the highest level player in Blitzball right now for us. So, I mean, it would be dumb to not push with her. And I'm also going to push a tackle through here, just because I think it makes the most sense. It puts Doram a little bit further away from Basik Ronso, which was just, in the end, good for us. Unfortunately, rope doesn't counter, so if Nap tackle 2 comes into play, this could end very badly. And it does end very badly. That is not good at all. The issue here, of course, is not that we have to score a goal, it's that we have to wake up Basik Ronso and then score a goal. That is way easier said than done. We'll try it here. We'll actually be very, very brave. We'll take 2 tackles, and then we'll wither past 2. We probably should have taken 1. Yeah, that is not good. So honestly, it looks like what's probably going to happen here is, I mean, the second half is going to be where we have to score our goal, because Basik Ronso and our guy Ronso are both out, and it's very unlikely that they'll wake up in time. Like, even now, if we pass the ball to them at the 40, like, there's just not enough time. Of course, Lucha will shoot the ball, and we'll probably score, which will mean that we are kind of facing an uphill battle. So yeah, let's see what we can do. The main goal is that we do not lose this game. We very much want Wither Pass 3, and we very much want Return Sphere. So I mean, they're both things that we do require to progress. I mean, if this was a game for like X Potion or like any sort of like item that can be categorized with Gil, then we probably wouldn't care as much, because we can always grind Fiends for more Gil, as opposed to we can't really buy Return Spheres and we can't buy techniques, so becomes a little bit more difficult. Keeping in mind though, if we look at Kairi, she does have Wither Pass 3 equipped right now. Can we actually teach it to anyone? If we can't, then this is a pretty hopeless. Oh no. Oh wow. We cannot teach Wither Pass 3 to anyone. That is going to be bad, actually. All we care about is the top scorer prize now. So Gazan Ronso does start with the ball. We're going to push back into a common situation that we encounter, which is experience gain. Especially with the knowledge now that we can't even learn Wither Pass 3, it becomes a lot less appealing to win. It's kind of like if we get second place, then like we actually get a prize that we can use, even though it's probably like, oh, you get 2 potions. Yeah, for us, I guess. I don't know. It seems fairly pointless. So we're going to pass to our guy Ronso, switch it up a little bit with an early aggressive play of pushing for that goal. Just mostly trying to avoid overtime. That's not really something we want to encounter. Overtime's just, I don't know, it's kind of lame. Like, you don't get a lot of experience. It wastes a lot of time. It's really just not an appealing situation. It puts a lot of pressure on getting a goal, because you get in these weird situations where, like, you know, you just get unlucky, they get the ball, and then you get wrecked. Oh no, this is not going to be good, is it? Yeah, Blappa gets the ball. So an attempted sphere shot, definitely not going to go well if it's stopped by, yeah, I was going to say, not going to go well if it's even touched by newbie Ronso. Of course it is. And then makes it so we're in a fairly better situation than we were before. And I think this definitely is where speed comes into play. Like, speed is so crucial to having a good game, and we are just getting wrecked because we have no speed. Like, there's just nothing we have that really helps us out here. Low speed is definitely a drain on our abilities, and it's gonna cause us to put ourselves just in bad situations. I'm gonna pass to Ronso, not to try for experience here, but I'm gonna try to push forward with Physique Ronso by pushing forward with Ronso. It seems like a good play, and it's worked before. This has definitely been a solid plan to get a goal, is pushing with Ronso. We'll see if it works this time. Hopefully it does, but you never know. That nap in the first half was just critical in stopping us. Like, if we hadn't gotten encountered by rope, we would definitely be in a better situation. We wouldn't have this pressure. We would have made a goal. They wouldn't have made a goal, and then we would have, you know, been 1-0 right now as opposed to down. So 15 catch, definitely not good for Nimrod. Looks like he does have high risk on. I should have checked that before, but yeah, 35 shooting against 15 is not going to be a good day for him. Alright, so Kyrie pushing to the left a little bit does encounter Ronso. If we get the ball here, we don't, but as I say, if we get the ball here, we're probably going to push immediately for a shot because high risk is so helpful for us. I mean, immediate shot at a little over the halfway point is fairly reasonable, especially if we're dealing with high risk. Like, it's not nuts to think that's a good idea. Unfortunately, Blappa does sphere shot. The main issue here is not that he's going to score, which, oh damn, he could. The issue is it takes too much time. And of course, Ronso catches the ball, and with 2 seconds left, that is not going to be good for us. So at the end of the day, I mean, right now, all we've got to really focus on is jumping into the halftime and trying to get that final goal that we need. So here's hoping we start with the ball. And what I'm actually going to check here, which I should have checked in the last half, we are still dealing with high risk Nimrod. So definitely not a good situation for them, because it puts them in a really, just like 15 catch is not good for stopping shots. So if we shoot anywhere near with no person stopping us, it's very, very likely we're going to make a goal. I'm actually past to Ronso. Yeah, let's actually push forward a little bit. I want to see exactly what we can do here. Volucha going to tackle through. Ronso with 59 endurance is just a tank that cannot be stopped. It's just too much. I mean, the stats are so overwhelming. It just puts all the opponents in a bad place. And we're close enough. Oh wow, no, Volucha, get out of my life. Okay, this should be a good shot, especially with 53 shoot. I mean, it's probably gonna go low 30s, early 20s, or late 20s, sorry, yeah. But I mean, Nimrock's, oh dang, that's close, but not close enough. So that is 2-1, and that should push us to top scorer. Larbite would have to score 3 goals to stop us there. Gaz and Ronso, more attack and HP. It's all good stuff. Letty staying with the Guado Glories. Oh, geez, that is actually it's a decent amount of goals made for those teams. But we are first. That's solidly disappointing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.